If you've ever opened your inbox and instantly felt like crawling back into bed, this video is for you. As a sensitive entrepreneur, even the normal parts of a workday, emails, meetings, decision-making, that can feel like a lot. And I used to just push through and then wonder why I felt crispy and useless by 1 p.m. But now I've built this little system of tools and rituals that help me stay grounded, focused, and in my own energy and in my work zone. In this video, I'm sharing 8 Amazon favorites that really help me get through the day, so they allow me to get way more work done and enjoy the process more. I'm Colleen. I'm a marketing and energetics coach for empaths and introverts, so basically people who feel everything, but we want to be able to make money, love our life, doing meaningful work. If that sounds like you, hit subscribe. I make videos on marketing, money wounds, energy management, all of the messy, magical parts of building a business when you are sensitive. Okay, first up, this is my sun lamp. You can get these in a lot of different shapes, sizes. If you have any sort of seasonal affective disorder or just notice any kind of mood shift when you don't see the sun, you need this lamp. I live in Montana. Sun takes a vacation most of the winter. So unless I'm traveling somewhere sunny, this lamp is an absolute lifesaver. And I'll just kind of show you here. It's got different settings for different phases of light. The light hits different in the morning versus afternoon, early evening. So you can really adjust that to the time of day. It's a really subtle but powerful way to shift your mood. Because like the sun, vitamin D helps you regulate your mood, your energy, and it just keeps you from wanting to crawl back into bed at 10 a.m. So if you're solar powered like me, this is a total game changer for those gray, gloomy days. Sage. Next up is my sage wand. I know this might feel a little woo for some people, but I happen to use this on, anytime I'm about to hop onto Zoom, especially those ones that I know are gonna be a little more intense. So I just light it up. I'm gonna put it around my laptop, my camera specifically, just around me. It's just a quick little energy reset. And honestly, it's really a ritual at this point. It just tells my nervous system we're starting fresh with our energy. So if that's a little too out there for you, any kind of grounding routine that you can have or ritual is gonna be good. So maybe it's a mantra that you say to yourself. Maybe it's, this is gonna be woo too, but pulling an oracle card, something to reset and refocus your energy. Because if you are not grounded in your energy, it's really easy to get pulled into other people's energy, their stress. So try something, breathwork routine, visualization exercise, something like that. But for me, this helps to reset my brain, and it works great for me. If you are into sage, I personally like this shape a little better than the really tightly packed wands. It burns a little better for me and seems to last a little longer. Okay, back to non-woo. So blue light glasses are pretty much a non-negotiable for me at night. So when you're on your laptop, reading, you can see my reflection here, but reading on your phone, doing any kind of screen time after dark, because when we're on our screens all the time, our body's internal clock gets really out of whack. So it might be harder to fall asleep, harder to wake up. All of these things are going to impact your energy, your mood, your ability to get shit done. So wearing these at night is super helpful. These were 2 pairs for like $12. So I have a pair on my nightstand, one on my coffee table. There's another brand I really like. I don't have it with me right now, but a little sassier for about $20 each. Comes in a lot of different colors. So I'll include that link below as well. Sorry for my men, these are kind of feminine glasses, but I'm sure there are some great ones for you on Amazon as well. Okay, noise canceling headphones. These are my big guys here. These are a must-have for me, especially when I'm working outside of the house. So I don't use them every day since I mostly work from home, but if I'm in a coffee shop, I'm in a shared, co-working space at the airport, total lifesaver. So I have a low-key earbud style for everyday use, and then these big guys offer a little more serious noise protection on an airplane. They're especially great. They're also great if you want to be left alone. Like no one's coming up to you if you got these guys on. So just a little insider tip there. Okay, number 5, my sleep mask. I only started using this mask a few years ago. I don't know how I got great sleep without one. I wear this at night to block out any light, because even just for me, that tiny little bit from a street lamp, a phone screen, you know, your neighbors come through with their headlights, that can really mess up my sleep. So, and in Montana, we get these 5 a.m. sunrises, 10:30 p.m. sunsets in the summer. So yeah, pretty essential. This one I like because it's really soft. It is pretty completely blackout, and it just kind of tells my body, just the ritual of putting it on says, okay, now it's time to go to sleep. Okay, next up, I don't have a prop for this one, but when I need to concentrate, but I'm feeling scattered, overstimulated, I like to listen to binaural beats. This is actually very interesting, and I'm not gonna do it justice at all. So if you've never heard of it, please Google it or search for it on YouTube. But what happens is there is a slightly different tone in each ear with this music, and that difference in hertz forces your brain to it forces your brain to work actually, and it puts your brain in different states. So we go from beta all the way to gamma, and beta, that's gonna be your really deep sleep. You know, you would maybe listen to that before you go to bed or when you're winding down at night. And then gamma is your really high-powered awareness, high concentration, probably what you'd want if you had a really intense, deep thought kind of project. And then in the middle, I forget all the states, but in the middle would be more your flow state, right? Your creative writing, that sort of a thing. And what's nice about it too, and you know, similar to a noise machine or something like that, it's you don't have lyrics or anything that's gonna shift your brain out of concentration. Because when you're listening to lyrics, that really does take up a lot of brain power, and it can kick you out of whatever you're trying to work on. So it's kind of nice to do something like this, or even if you have a sound machine, just something that relaxes your brain and lets you continue working on whatever you're trying to focus on. I'm including a link below to a free playlist on Amazon Music, but you can find them on any music platform. I have found playlists on Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube. Definitely check those out. Okay, last up, I always keep a journal or a notepad on my desk just to get stuff out of my head. Because if I get a random idea or a reminder while I'm working, it completely derails my focus, because now I'm like, okay, I need to remember that. Or I shift my brain into that topic and off of what I was on. So if I can just write it down, my brain can stop obsessing over it and I can stay in my flow. And same thing at night. If I'm in bed and I remember something I need to do, I'm gonna write it down. So I'm not laying in bed, repeating it over and over, terrified that I'm gonna forget it. So it does just help your brain relax and move on. This one in particular is one of my favorites because it's a lay flat journal. Like it doesn't pop back up when you open it up to write in it. So I really like this one, but any piece of paper will do, any cute little notepad. The key is just having a place to empty your brain so you can stay present and actually get things done. So those are my top 7 energy protecting Amazon finds. If you are a highly sensitive person who struggles to cut through the noise when you're working, these little shifts can make a big difference. And if you try any of them, guys, let me know in the comments below. I love hearing what works for you. And if there's anything I need to add on this list, please let me know that too. I'm always looking for things to add to my creativity, my productivity. Definitely tell me that below. Finally, if you are a business-minded empath, introvert, highly sensitive person, definitely sign up for my weekly newsletter, The Energy Exchange. This was made for you. It goes out every Sunday at 5 p.m. Mountain Time.